Some friendships in professional golf seem inevitable. Others feel almost impossible. The bond between Tiger Woods and Justin Thomas belongs firmly in the second category. Woods became a professional in 1996 and transformed the sport before Thomas had even reached middle school. By the time Thomas arrived on the PGA Tour in 2013, Woods had already won 14 major championships and cemented himself as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Yet despite the age gap and different eras, the two formed a friendship that evolved into something much deeper than simple tour camaraderie. Today, they are neighbors in Jupiter, Florida, practice partners, confidants, and close friends. Woods has often acted as a mentor figure for Thomas, offering advice on everything from course management to handling pressure in major championships. But long before the dinners, practice rounds, and conversations about golf, there was a single moment that unknowingly connected their stories forever: the 2000 PGA Championship at Valhalla Golf Club. That week in Kentucky did not simply produce one of the greatest major championships in golf history. It also inspired a 7-year-old boy standing near the ropes who would one day become a two-time PGA champion himself. A historic week at Valhalla. The 2000 PGA Championship arrived during one of the most dominant stretches the sport had ever witnessed. Tiger Woods had already conquered the golf world that summer. At the US Open at Pebble Beach, he demolished the field by 15 shots, a margin still considered one of the most astonishing victories in major championship history. Weeks later, he traveled to St. Andrews and won the Open Championship by 8 strokes, completing the career Grand Slam at just 24 years old. Heading into Valhalla Golf Club in Louisville, Woods had a chance to achieve something no player since Ben Hogan in 1953 had managed, winning 3 major championships in a single season. The pressure surrounding Woods was enormous. Every movement he made that week became headline material. Fans followed him from hole to hole, and the atmosphere felt larger than golf itself. Valhalla, designed by Jack Nicklaus, presented a stern test with deep rough, difficult greens, and demanding shot-making conditions. Adding even more emotion to the week was the presence of Nicklaus himself. The legendary Golden Bear was competing in his final PGA Championship, and tournament organizers paired him with Woods during the opening 2 rounds. It marked the first time the two icons had played together in competition, symbolizing a passing of the torch between generations. Woods immediately looked unstoppable. He opened with a brilliant 66 before following it up with a 67, taking control of the tournament heading into the weekend. Most observers assumed the championship was already over. But golf has a way of producing unexpected heroes. While Woods dominated headlines, another player quietly refused to disappear. Bob May entered the week ranked 48th in the world and largely overlooked by the media. He was considered a solid professional but hardly someone expected to challenge Woods during the peak of his powers. Following that victory, Thomas approached Woods for advice about improving his game further. Woods delivered an honest assessment: Thomas did not shape the golf ball enough. For many players, criticism immediately after winning a major might have felt unnecessary or even insulting. Thomas viewed it differently. If Tiger Woods believed there was another level available, then Thomas wanted to reach it. He dedicated himself to becoming a more complete shot maker, learning to curve the ball in multiple directions and adapt to tougher course setups. The work paid off years later at the 2022 PGA Championship at Southern Hills. That week, Thomas battled illness and entered the tournament uncertain whether he could even compete effectively. He suffered from fever symptoms and missed valuable practice time. Yet despite the setbacks, he produced one of the greatest comebacks in recent major history. Thomas erased a 7-shot deficit and defeated Zalatoris in a playoff to secure his second PGA Championship title. The victory reflected many qualities he admired in Woods growing up: resilience, creativity, mental toughness, and belief under pressure. Full circle at Valhalla. When Woods returned to Valhalla for the 2024 PGA Championship, memories of 2000 resurfaced immediately. He reflected on the pressure of chasing history and the unforgettable playoff battle against Bob May. Nearby stood Justin Thomas, now a hometown hero and two-time major champion whose life trajectory had been shaped by that very tournament. When reporters told Woods that Thomas considered watching him win at Valhalla one of the defining memories of his childhood, Woods laughed warmly. "I don't know if JT was still in diapers or not," he joked, drawing laughter from the room. But beneath the humor was genuine appreciation. Woods understood how meaningful it can be for a young golfer to witness greatness firsthand. He recognized that Valhalla was not only special because of his own victory, but because it inspired someone who would eventually carry the game forward. In many ways, the story came full circle. A 7-year-old boy once stood near the ropes watching Tiger Woods create history. That same child later became a major champion, a Ryder Cup star, and one of Woods' closest friends on tour. And it all started with one unforgettable Sunday at Valhalla Golf Club.